Alright, it's Thursday, April 18, 2019, and we're just about to get our day started. This place is looking destroyed over here. We've been using every single bit of it. We're loading out for a little bit of a picnic. We had some breakfast this morning. Nikki likes these things. These things are amazing. They have these at home, of course, but they're good. We still have some stuff to make hot dogs on the grill. They have grills everywhere. We have our souvenir pile, table. We found out that the other day that this is a pull-out bed, so we were watching some TV. This is all my electronics. But we're gonna go pick up a cooler. Oh, that bus said Roberts of Hawaii.
Samples?
Yeah, just grab a lid and grab a phone. Some nut butter. Got a couple of flavors on sale. Closing out.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Alright, we are officially on Waimea Canyon Road or Drive or something. And we're going to be heading up the, I don't think it's necessarily a mountain, but we're going to be going to Waimea Canyon Lookout. So I guess it's at least a pretty high hill or mountain if we got a lookout down into a canyon.
Looks like we're going that way.
But we got all kinds of interesting homes and stuff out here. It's pretty.
Looks like the west or something.
Yeah. A lot of switchbacks on the GPS here we're going to be hitting.
Here we go.
That is the, that's the styrofoam cooler in the back.
Look at these windy little roads here. Oh, wow. More lava rock.
Another well. I guess that's what they do for water towers. Wow.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
I don't think I'm getting anything good.
We'll get to a lookout. I'm sure we'll get a better spot here. This is an interesting road, man.
Wow,
Reminds
we
me
were
the
like on
Dragon's
flat
Den.
land 20 seconds ago. And
Yeah, it looks like we can pull off up here. Alright, this is just at the top of this hill. We're not even to the lookout yet. We still got almost 10 miles to go to the lookout, but from what they said on the signs, this whole region down here is a tsunami hazard zone. So this will all get flooded.
Yeah, there were signs along the way that this is the hazard route to reach higher ground.
Yeah, to get out of there. Wow. Okay, so we are on the way to Waimea Canyon Lookout. So we're not even there yet. We still got another 5-6 miles to go. I'm kind of wondering if it's over there. Up there I see a light pole or a cell tower or something sticking out, but we just kind of pulled off the main road here. Wow. Like a mountain spring. I don't know. Alright, so we still haven't made it to the actual lookout, but we are headed up to yet another lookout. Looks like somebody made one of those little like Serenity lava rock stone structures here. Rare.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, here's some more right here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Oh, look at the like shinies in there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
pretty. It'll be fine.
Get low. If you're nervous, have a low center of gravity. You want me to go down here and help you in case you fall?
Wow, this is insane. Wow. This is probably as high as you're gonna want to go, I'm guessing, huh? Alright, what do you think, babe? Look at that view. That is incredible. There's like a little dirt road or trail down there. You can see a river. We're pretty damn high up. I mean, we just walked up a little bit of a hill and you can see those people down there. Across the street was where that dirt red...
Which I didn't get to see.
Yeah, we're gonna go over there. I didn't climb up that side yet. Wow. Crystal clear.
She's pretty.
Alright, we finally made it to the lookout. We didn't even get to go to the lookout because we are having a picnic.
Having a little picnic in the parking lot.
We're too hungry. It's already almost 1 o'clock. We got this guy creeping on our crops here. He's like, that doesn't look like food.
Dude.
Looks like that. But if you ever happen to see the top of our island, make sure you get a picture. It's very rare. From that location, going across the tops of these cliff faces, you are looking at Alakai Swamp. That is the highest elevated swamp on Earth. In this swamp alone, there is more endangered birds and plants than all of North America combined. So to our people, it is an extremely sacred location. Off to your left in that direction, you're looking at Vaipo'o Waterfall. That waterfall feeds Waimea River. It runs right below you, and it goes out to the ocean. You crossed over the river right before coming into Waimea town. That is the longest river in our state. To the back wall, it is 19.5 miles long. You guys, when we hunt in this valley, there is no vehicle access whatsoever. It is all done by foot, horse, or mule. And we love it that way, because if there was a road in there, they'd probably have a Home Depot and Walmart down there. So we're trying to steer away from that, you guys. But you guys, the main reason why my people chose to live in the valley is because the swamp was above them. And this swamp provided the people below with what?
Water.
A never-ending resource of what type of water?
Fresh.
Fresh. Okay? And what we have to remember is that these Hawaiians back then have never heard of or even seen money or gold. So that type of wealth, they just had no understanding in. Their understanding was the more fresh water that you got, the more life could be sustained, so the more wealthy you were considered to be, which is common sense stuff, really. So you guys, this leads me to a couple of very important Hawaiian words that you've all heard before, but no one's really taken the time to define what these words actually mean. So the first word I like to share when I come up here is the word vai. W-A-I, pronounced like a V. Okay, vai is fresh water. In the ancient time, if you lived near the river, they would normally refer to you as being vai vai, which in their eyes simply meant a lot of fresh water or extremely rich and wealthy. All right? So everybody, what is vai?
Water.
Thank you for paying attention. The next word you've all heard is the word aloha. In the one word, there's over 100 different definitions, but in the one word, there's actually 2. So let me break the word up. You have alo and ha. Let me define those words separately. It'll give us a much clearer understanding of what's being said. Alo is to share or to be put in presence of face to face. What I mean by that is if you're looking at me right now, we are in each other's presence sharing. This is what we call alo. Okay? Ha. Does anyone know what ha is yet? What is it? Breath of life. We all carry a breath of life right here. So if you put the two words together now, aloha simply means sharing the breath of life in each other's presence. So with that being said, you guys,
Aloha.
remember ha. What is ha? Okay, what is vai?
Water.
Not just water.
Fresh water.
Okay, but make sure you don't want to drink contaminated water. Okay? So, okay, we know ha and vai. Okay, now listen carefully. In the ancient time, the Hawaiians believed that it only took these three things to live simple and righteous on earth. Out of these three, you've already learned two of them in Hawaiian, which is ha and vai. Well, what's the correct pronunciation of the Hawaiian Islands?
Havai.
So my question to you is E. Not what, who. Can anybody guess who E is? Okay, we need breath. We need fresh water, but who do we need? Good guess. Okay, although in the culture of our people, Hawaiians' belief is that we have over 400,000 different gods.
Wow.
So in our eyes, he wasn't considered to be a god. He was actually considered to be the supreme being or creator of the gods and everything. So the only three things that we absolutely need, we all need our breath. We all need fresh water to sustain our breaths and all that life around us, plants, animals, creatures. And we all need the one that created us and all of that. Ha, vai, e is all it took to live simple and righteous. Okay? So that's one of the reasons why I come up here, is to simply give you guys a chance to ask a born and raised Hawaiian some of these very important cultural questions. And being that I'm born and raised here, I can probably answer your question on a much more traditional level. So you guys, please don't be intimidated by the big spear of my outfit, okay? The outfit, I didn't mention this yet, did I?
No.
The helmet and the cape were both worn together while they traveled in their canoes across the ocean. Why would they wear this?
Sun protection.
Okay, what is it?
Sun protection?
Yes, this is their sunscreen. Okay? They never built anything above the boat to keep them out of the sun or under shade, so they wore a large squash, gourd, or dry pumpkin on their head. Okay? The only thing that is not traditional about the helmet would be the eyes. All right, you guys, I put this in here just because it makes me look a lot more intimidating. This is just pantyhose from Walmart, you guys. But from a distance, it does resemble very big teeth and very big eyes, so it was definitely used for intimidation purposes. For the cape, it takes roughly about 100 leaves here to make a traditional. I created the cape to protect my shoulders and back, and again, with the helmet on, this is simply what they look like while they travel.
That's really cool.
All right. I'm scared. So this is a modern type of hula, which was actually created for our visitor industry because it is much more inviting to see women out there in coconut bras and little grass skirts shaking their hips around than to see a bunch of men doing their masculine dances. Have you ever seen a rugby or football game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Before the game, what do they normally do?
The haka.
Good. Okay. In Hawaii, there is no K between the A's. It is called the ha'a. And what the ha'a is right here. This is your battle foundation, so that when your enemy comes at you, you are prepared and ready for him. If you take notice, all of our tikis, or what we call ki'i in Hawaiian, they all stand like this, because they're all prepared and ready for him. Right? So that's just a little bit about the hula for you guys. Right? My pesto, while I'm in the valley hunting, I'm walking around quite a bit because there's no vehicle access. There's a lot of medicinal plants. If I know how to use them, I'll pick them up, a good portion of the plant, to bring home to my kids to show them what it looks like. I'll then crush it up right in front of them to give them a chance when they get older to carry on the traditions for themselves. But you guys, the hardest part about using medicines from the forest is knowing exactly which plants to mix and match to make it work properly for the ailment that you might have. Okay? The Kauai dagger, or what we call the pahoa, very effective in battle this particular dagger, and the reason why, the little hook here on the end.
Can't pull it out.
Yep.
Now going in didn't cause much damage. While it was in there, it always found something to hook onto, so when it was pulled out, it pulled everything out with it.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds gruesome, but that's what made this knife work properly. The shell. In the ancient time, these are heavily blown, mainly to get in touch with your spiritual beings or ancestors. Later became a way to signify ceremonial or spiritual events. And the last chief of this island, King Kamuali'i, he used these for communication purposes. They had these set up all over the island in specific locations so that when blown, the sound would resonate out to the next shell blower, who would blow the same sound to the next, and so forth, and the entire island would know what was taking place in less than a couple of hours. So let me give you guys an example on how this could work. We'll just pretend that we all live in the valley below in one of the villages. Okay, you guys are doing all the daily chores. You guys chose me to cook lunch for all of us. Well, guess what? Lunch is just about ready. Okay? This is what you probably hear.
Wow.
Everybody would come running back to the village to get their share of lunch. After done eating, you go right back into the valley to finish your chores till dark. And that was usually every day, except for this day where our chief caught word that our enemies are approaching. So he asked me to stand as a lookout up on the high ridge overlooking the ocean. And all of a sudden, out on the horizon, let's say I spot 10,000 canoes heading this way. That's a lot of people, probably our enemies. This would be the warning cry to signify to my fellow villagers to get yourselves prepared. This is probably what you would hear. Which would have basically told everyone to grab your male kawa or your weapons. Get your butt in here and meet me at the ocean right now, because we've got some major business to take care of.
Major business.
I would have forgot my shell phone on the charger at home. It costed us our lives. That's how important these shells used to be.
Wow.
So, you guys, I've been up here for quite some time, and back in 2014, I was actually charged as a criminal by the state of Hawaii for this. It was a 30-day jail sentence and a $1,000 fine. I was charged with commercial vending in a state park. Well, guess what? I don't vend anything. These are extremely sacred items to me. So when I went to court, I said, Your Honor, how the hell have I been charged with vending? Because I don't sell anything. He goes, well, it's because of your basket. I said, oh, really? What about my basket? He goes, well, obviously, people are throwing money in there. I said, yeah, but there's no sign, and I don't ever tell people that they got to give me money for what I do. So, Your Honor, if that's the case, should you have actually charged me or the guy putting the money in my basket? So, of course, he chuckled. I then told him, you know what, Your Honor, not only that, but when did it become illegal to accept gifts out of love and compassion? And he couldn't answer me. So I pretty much told him, Your Honor, you know, you've summoned me to court, and I have some very important questions that I need clarified. He goes, sure, what would you like to know? I said, Your Honor, do you even have the jurisdiction that you're claiming to have? He goes, are you kidding me right now? I said, no, can I see evidence and proof to your claim? He goes, of course, what would you like to see? I said, if you could just have the prosecutor bring me the Treaty of Annexation, it'll answer all of my questions. He goes, perfect, we'll get to that later. So later turned out to be 5 separate court appearances. The 5th time I show up, they got me scheduled for trial. So I'm extremely frustrated. During the middle of my trial, I have no idea where this came from, but I stood up and I said, Your Honor, am I wasting my time? And he goes, what are you talking about? I said, you promised me the prosecutor would bring the evidence to the claim. Did he bring that today? He immediately stands up and goes, Your Honor, we don't have to prove jurisdiction because we already know we have it. So I said, what? I object. That's ridiculous, Your Honor. I said to him, I'm sorry, but I want to see the proof because I kind of just assumed And if I'm going to assume, I got to assume that you have no jurisdiction because he wasn't able to show me any proof of it. So out of respect, Your Honor, I'm going to have to say that you don't have the jurisdiction that you say you have. And right there he goes, well, we're going to have to call a recess really quickly. And all of a sudden, he's being really nice. So he's going, can you come back at 3 o'clock? I said, are you joking? It's 10 in the morning. My kids are at babysitters. They've been there the past 5 times that you made me show up for court. I said, no, I don't have the time. I need this resolved now. He goes, I just need to look over some important documents to make sure the decision I make is the correct decision. I said, fine. What documents are you referring to? He goes, I have yet to look over what you've submitted as evidence. I said, are you joking? It's my 5th time here. I said, you know what? You don't even have to look. I'll tell you. In my evidence, I clearly stated that I'm not a U.S. citizen. And if I'm charged today in this courtroom, this could easily be considered as a war crime. And right there he goes. When you get back at 11 o'clock, I'll have this all resolved and taken care of. So I left. I come back an hour later and I walk into his courtroom. He goes, we are extremely sorry for wasting your time. The prosecutor didn't bring the evidence which you have requested, so we're going to be forced to dismiss the case. I said, hold up, Your Honor. How come you didn't do that the first or second time I showed up? You have wasted so much of my valuable time that it only leads me to ask the next question. Does the evidence that you are referring to even exist? And he goes, I am so sorry, but I cannot answer that question either. Okay, so what I teach up here politically, I always end like this. I don't want you to believe me. I'm simply planting seeds in your heads so that if you find this interesting, you have a chance to do your own due diligence and go research it for yourselves. And that way you know for a fact that what I share up here is the absolute truth. I don't have to lie to be cool. You guys, my outfit already takes care of that. I'm just trying to make sure that what you have been taught or what you are learning while you're on my beautiful island is that it's the truth and facts about my people or its culture or the political stance that we're dealing with today because of those lies and manipulations which we've all been led to believe in the past. So you guys, I want to thank you all for your open ears and allowing me to share this important information. I do enjoy your company. If you have more questions, you don't have to run away. Right? Thank you very much, you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Am I in your shot over here? Okay, thank you. No, I was talking to that guy.
Be careful.
Look at this. This is the best view. This is better view than in the actual lookout spot. What do you think, hon?
This is very, very pretty.
It's beautiful over here. A little windy, but this is Waimea Canyon Lookout.
Yep.
And there's a water.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's 2 o'clock. So if we want to get out of here, we gotta do it now.
Yeah, Nikki needs beach.
Yeah, we're gonna go try to make it to Hanalei Bay. We'll see what the commute time is. Go from there. So, booyah!
Coconut vanilla.
Have a great day, okay?
Dried strawberry papaya. Do you want to try that? Are you into dried fruits?
No, but I'll try it.
We'd like to try it.
Are you getting those pineapple ones?
These,
Those
the cookies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wanna
little
try
pineapple
those.
jam crackers?
Yeah, those look bomb.
Yeah, they do.
How you doing? Good, how are you?
Good.
Really good. We're gonna try these fried banana apple lumpia. That's what it's called. Awesome. I'm like recording all this stuff so I know what we're eating. Otherwise, I'll get back and be like, it was awesome, but I don't know how to get more of it.
So you gotta come back a second time and remember good.
There you go. Alright, so this is Hanalei Bay, yet again. We were originally, it's so far zoomed out with this wide angle, but we were over there. The pier is just over here. So the GPS brought us almost to the end of the damn bay. So we're parked all the way over here. And we want to go all the way around, so over that side. So we got to find a different way to get over there. Do you see their other lifeguard tower that they're talking about? Is it that white building?
Yeah.
I don't even see it.
I'm not quite sure, but it's going to be on the beach, so we'll see it. Because he said the next, it'll be a road closed sign before we get to it.
Okay. Alright. It's beautiful here, though. Weather's somewhere between 80 and 83 degrees. And it just seems to me like there's a lot less people near the pier, doesn't it?
It does.
I don't know. Like when we were over on that shore of the coast over there was barely any people over there. I don't know. Huh. Alright, so this is called Hanalei Pavilion. At least that's what the lifeguard station says over on the side here. So we ended up moving the car. We just had a picnic. Nice, sounds good.
Look at it's like when you look where your feet touch, like the sand like dries up for a minute and then like it.
Yeah, it pushes the water out, huh?
Yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, look at this one. We're gonna get this one. Come on.
Woo!
Got it.
That's Chilly Willy. Oh man, the sun's backlighting the waves. What? And they crash? The spray is all backlit.
This is what I'm talking about.
I guess everyone's over here because there's no waves over there.
Look at that sea foam shit. I love it. What?
It's so nice. It's so pretty.
It's beautiful. This is Nikki's favorite.
This is nicer than like the beach that we were at in Cali. That beach was full of like seaweed and just all kinds of nasty shit.
Yeah. Well, it is like that's the same thing like Florida too. I think I'm just gonna take these out.
All grody.
Chafing. It's fine and clear right here. There aren't really any sticks and shit to step on, so. Gimme! Yay!
Boom!
Pretty high up there.
Yeah, that one did. What was that you just said?
You can't tell me it doesn't feel amazing to not be walking everywhere. This is beautiful. We're laying on the beach.
Well, this is the longest I think we've laid down other than
going to bed.
The whole trip, and it's like day 5 or 6 or something.
Yeah, he finally let me have my beach time, and it was like an hour, so, you know, yeah. We spent hours in the jungles and in the mountains, and he gave me 1 hour of beach.
We were supposed to have 2 hours, but somebody had to eat. And,
oh, you had to eat too, you silly Billy.
I was just going to eat on the beach. Yeah.
I accidentally put my hand where I shouldn't have put it.
I got a headache.
Again?
I don't know why.
Me neither. Too much elevation change. Why are we talking into your phone about our headaches? I love you.
I love you too. We're in Hawaii.
On a beach.
Yeah.
Watching the sunset.
In Hanalei Bay. I don't know. Can I change my camera view? Yeah, what did that just do? I just took a picture.
Huh. Who knew you could take a picture while you were recording a video?
Smile. There it is.
Yay.
How do you like your new hat?
I like it.
It's right there.
Right there. Oh, I just put the sun in my eye hole when I did that.
Here, I can close it off on my face too.
With your face?
With my knee.
Oh.
If you look over here, you can see some pine trees.
Or how about palm trees?
Palm trees. You can see is that my arm shadow on the ground? Oh, there it is.
Are you gonna flex? What you're doing?
No, I'm doing the shaka.
Oh, my back or my neck is starting to hurt at that angle.
No.
Oh no.
Are you gonna be okay?
Look like a beach.
Over yonder, there's the pier. I don't think I'm getting that on camera.
I don't know.
Alright, yeah. Sun's going down. It's like 83 degrees right now. We're on the north coast. What's your favorite coast?
Probably the north. We've done the most stuff up here.
Yeah, we went and checked out west today. That was Waimea Canyon.
Waimea Canyon?
That was pretty. I mean, you can't really do anything though. You can just look at it. You can't really. Actually, there is a Waimea Canyon hike, but
it's like 7.5 miles or something.
Yeah, straight up a mountain.
I like this better. This is pretty, and it makes sounds that are pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Bob. I don't like sand.
I don't like sitting still.
No.
I get a headache when I sit still for too long. Alright.
My face looks like a bloated pineapple in that angle.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm not comfortable the way I was sitting.
There's another doggy over there.
Aww. Aww. They like the beach.
Oh yeah, because they can poop anywhere and bury it. Alright, that's it from Hanalei Bay. Sun just set, and it's beautiful out here.
This is my favorite.
Yeah, look at that.
This is amazing.
At the pier over there, there's still somebody out there taking pictures.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
What? Cleaned them?
Yeah, there's no sandal or no sand on the sandals. Clean sandals.
Nice. I gotta do that with mine.
I have a little bit of a headache too. It's not bad though.
Making sure no one grabs my camera bag before we leave. Really cold? Nope. Not good.
I love you, baby.
Nose is still cold. Alright guys, so that's it for the end of Thursday. We just got back from Hanalei Bay and we stopped at a black pearl place to check out black pearls and all that. We made it back. It was about an hour and a 20-minute drive. Got the oven preheating. It's 10:15 to make a frozen pizza. And I'm exhausted. It was a good day though. We really both like Hanalei Bay.